A severe thunderstorm whipped up the wind and waves that battered the duck boat, which quickly took on water.
Anybody that can read me, I need a rope on the bow.
Horrified passengers on a nearby boat called for help as the duck boat sank in Table Rock Lake, in water 80 feet deep with 31 people on board.
We have a report of a duck that has sank completely. We have CPR in progress on one more that can see things down the water they're trying to get to at this time.
Roger Carpenter, who works at the marina, jumped into a boat to help with the rescue.
We get out there, we don't see anything. All we see is a debris field. Life jackets floating, life rings floating, nobody around. It was really eerie.
13 bodies were recovered last night and 4 more this morning. Robert Williams, the boat driver, is among the dead. According to CBS affiliate WTTV, 9 of 11 members of this family from Indiana who were on the boat died. 14 passengers survived, including the captain, who had the presence of mind to release the canopy, allowing some to escape.
We're going to begin tonight with the investigation into a disaster involving an amphibious tour boat. These vessels, known as duck boats, drive on land and cruise on water. During a violent storm, a duck boat sank on Table Rock Lake in Branson, Missouri. There were 31 people on board. 17 died, including the driver and 9 members of a family. Video of the boat's final moments shows it struggling to stay afloat. The owner of the tour company told us the vessel should not have been on the water in those conditions.
On the evening of July 19th, 2018, a duck boat operated by a company called Ride the Ducks sank into Table Rock Lake in the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri. There were 31 people on board, including the captain, Kenneth Scott McKee. Of those on board, 17 lost their lives. The accident occurred around 7 p.m. around the same time that a line of thunderstorms was set to approach in the area, and exactly 1 hour before the National Weather Service had issued a severe thunderstorm warning for areas around the lake. The vessel that the 31 people aboard were on was an amphibious truck originally operated by the government during World War II, known as DUKWs. Designed partly by General Motors, during World War II, ducks were used to transport troops and goods across land and water. It was intended only on lasting long enough to meet the demands of combat at the time. The vehicles were used also in the Korean War. After the wars, they became available in surplus and were sold to the public. A businessman in Minnesota began giving rides to tourists on the Wisconsin River, and an industry was born. In the last 70-plus years, the duck boat business has expanded to other areas, including Pittsburgh, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. Around 7 p.m., as the duck boat was in the water on Table Rock Lake, the storm quickly grew in size and strength, with winds as high as 60 miles an hour, and waves estimated at 3 feet began to crash into the boat. As the boat started taking on water, the first 911 call came in at 7:09 p.m., just as the boat capsized. A desperate rescue attempt was made to help save anyone on board. In the end, of the 31 aboard, 17 lost their lives, including 9 members of one family. The ages of those aboard were from 1 to 70. None of the passengers or crew were wearing life jackets. The NTSB dispatched investigators to the scene the following day. Subsequent investigations revealed concerns about the design and safety of the duck boat, particularly regarding its buoyancy and the ability to handle water conditions. The NTSB identified issues with the boat's canopy design and with the inadequate decision-making by the boat's captain. In July of 2021, state charges were filed by the Stone County prosecutor against the boat's captain, Kenneth Scott McKee, the general manager of the company, Curtis Lanham, and the on-duty manager at the time, Charles Baltzell. McKee was charged with 17 felony counts of first-degree involuntary manslaughter, 5 counts of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child for the 5 children who perished, and 7 counts of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child for the 7 children who survived. McKee is accused of failing to exercise his duties as a licensed captain by taking his amphibious vehicle onto the lake during a thunderstorm, unquote. Lanham and Baltzell were each charged with 17 felony counts of first-degree involuntary manslaughter and are accused of failing to relay the weather conditions that day and also, quote, failing to cease operations during a severe thunderstorm warning. In April of 2022, all the state charges against the 3 employees were dismissed. The judge reasoned that the, quote, unique characteristics of the boat led to it rapidly sinking, and the staff was aware of the storm, but there is no evidence they were aware of the storm's gust front, unquote. The judge additionally opinioned that he did not feel like the evidence supported those levels of criminal intent as defined by the statute. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt said, quote, "We're disappointed in the court's decision," unquote, and our office hopes to refile charges and continue this case. 2 days after the dismissal, Eric Schmidt's office refiled identical charges against the 3 employees. However, the judge dismissed them again, citing the court did not find probable cause that the defendants acted recklessly in the matter. All lawsuits in the catastrophe have all been settled.
It's a beautiful, cold day here in Branson, Missouri. This is Table Rock Lake. This is the site where the incident occurred, right out in them waters. This is the Coleman family grave right here. Absolutely a horrible way to die. A family vacation turned into one's worst nightmare.